Good morning. It's cold outside, isn't it? It's like frigid. It's real cold. I don't know if it's like that inside your head right now. I feel like on a morning like this where there is snow and winds and just gross temperatures outside, I think that can start to invade my mind too, where it gets into just a grumpy, gross place. And the enemy loves to use that and just snowball it, get it, because this is snow, into just all kinds of lies that you'll end up believing about yourself and about God. That's why we got the morning focus. It's a reminder of who you are and who God is. Looking at 1 Peter 2:21 today, it says, "For God called you to do good, even if it means suffering. Just as Christ suffered for you, he is your example, and you must follow in his steps." There are some verses in the Bible that when I read it, I'm like, that feels a little cold, God. I look at all these cold references. I'm not patting myself on the back. Don't worry, it's okay. Yeah, but there's some verses where I'm like, God, that feels a little cold or harsh. Like, you got it. Jesus suffered. You can suffer too. If my son can handle it, you can handle it too. But I don't think that's what he's saying here, actually. For all of us, we know, I think that's part of growing up, just understanding suffering is a part of life. None of us gets through this life unscathed, and maybe, it's not every single second of every day, or maybe for you it is. I don't know what your specific struggles look like, but I think all of us suffer at some point or another, and that meant so did Jesus, right? And we know that from the cross, but even just through his day-to-day life, feeling hungry, maybe feeling lonely, maybe feeling misunderstood, it's wild to think about the fact that Jesus knew and understood those pains as well. And so I think that's what this verse is saying here. It's not saying, hey, Jesus did it, so can you. It's saying Jesus did it so he gets what you're going through. You're not alone in what you're suffering in. You're not alone in what you're feeling. In fact, Jesus, having been a human, understands the pain that you're feeling and can relate to you now and hold you in your pain, keep your tears, and sit alongside you in your hurt. The reminder that we have today in 1 Peter 2:21 is that you do not suffer alone.